Welcome to Bonus Action, a tabletop podcast. Join us on a Dungeons & Dragons journey through the maelstrom continent of Edax on the world of Gloria. Our daring adventurers will uncover the mysteries of the New World and reveal stories of their past. Let's meet the cast.
Hello, I'm Druten. I am playing Rizarin Inarek, the half-elf paladin.
Hi, my name's Eric. I'll be playing Bartleby Gryffindor, the human warlock, who's got a little bit of a secret behind him.
I'm Tim, and I'll be playing Vail Luckall, a failed wizard turned adventurer.
Hi, I'm Sean, playing Fenrir Oakenshield, a monk halfling who really wants to be a dwarf.
And I'm Rich, also known as Walnuts, and I will be the DM for all of you in my homebrew world of Coloria. Hey, we're back!
Hi.
Boo!
Yay! Yay! Boo! Yay!
We got to do this on a Saturday so I can drink. So by this point, it would be great.
Probably next
Good time.
time.
Please.
I believe we should be on track for 2 more episodes today,
Okay.
which would make it so that we don't have to record till late January
Nice.
at the latest.
Nice,
So
nice.
we should be good. So
I can't do any Saturdays in December or January. Literally cannot do any Saturdays.
What about Fridays?
I could do Fridays, but I literally have something every Saturday.
You should stop having things
we
on
can
Saturdays.
look. We can work on a Friday, I believe. And
Sundays
look,
are fine.
This is
Sundays are
little
probably better.
little behind the scenes, but Sean's anniversary is in January, and also Sean's birthday's in December.
Yep.
Right before Christmas, by the way.
Also, Sean's Christmas is there, too.
And then Eric's wife's birthday is in early February, so it's just January, just end of December through February is
February 1.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
So like that's why I'm trying to make sure we get at least through January.
Yeah.
So we're back. Let's just get right into it. We don't have any.
We sat around and talked.
It was a shopping episode.
It was the boring one.
It was a shopping episode. Sometimes that
There's
happens.
2 weeks between these.
Yeah,
That's true.
www.one-quest.com for the previous episode. Recap.
Oh boy, walnuts! We hung out at the town in the camp.
Yeah, well, we
did some little upkeep. Some people bought some potions.
We bought some potions.
Yeah.
And then
We
they got
drank some
wasted.
alcohol.
Right? Somebody else
Wasted on
commissioned
a
some
single
armor. And Bartleby got scared atop a tower and ran and hid in his tent and wrote in his notebook like a scaredy cat.
The end.
That's about it.
I'm glad he didn't jump out the tower.
No, he's not that dumb.
Okay.
Oh, and they
Scared.
were setting up for
He
orientation.
doesn't have the
Yeah.
fly thing yet. I think that was the spell I could have picked and I didn't pick it.
What, fly?
Something like that.
That one?
Float.
Do you get that yet?
I don't know.
Featherfall?
That's
Featherfall.
it, maybe.
Is that the one? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that would have
It would
been
make sense.
the first level, I think.
Mages can do that in World of Warcraft.
Yeah, that's
Mages
that's
can't
the
do
wrong
that.
game, and yes, but yeah, you get
Yeah.
it.
So yeah, we had a shopping episode. It was a light episode after a heavy battle that we had the episode before. So let's just get right into it with the morning of orientation, where Val, first thing in the morning. Yeah, let's do your potent rolls.
That's a 6. Sorry, that's a 6. And a 10.
Great, 6 and a 10. Now I wonder how he's going to use this against me this time. You get a quick blink from your alarm at first light again,
Head out the tent.
and immediately, and this younger human, I actually have his information.
Oh my
pulled up
gosh!
This time,
Wow,
and
An
oh no,
NPC with a name?
big day.
Actual Ronald.
it's actual Ronald this time. I did have it pulled up, but I had to restart my phone because it kept saying ongoing call when I wasn't calling anyone.
You should probably stop calling people.
I need a new phone,
Just
and
calling
this
a
thing is
divine
brand
favor.
fucking new.
Told you not to buy that one.
He told me not to buy it after I bought it.
Well, it was your fault for coming to me after you bought it. What
Why
did
don't
you
you
get?
just go back in
It's
time?
got a 4A.
4A.
Oh.
So it is Oliver Commonbrook. He's a half elf, adult male half elf, young adult male half elf, and he wears what looks to be a blacksmith's apron.
What's his name again?
Oliver Commonbrook.
Okay.
And you see he was the one who gave you the gold the previous day, and so the second he crosses your alarm, you boop up, and you're alert because you're alert.
I'm just staring out I'm not peeking out. I'm just staring through the opening of my tent at the guy very intently.
Yeah. Dive and peek and just head aggressively out of the tent.
Could I also have summoned my packed weapon and just have it in hand as well?
Yeah, and he doesn't see your eyes because he rolls a natural 1.
Good.
And he's like, oh, well,
Hello.
hi. Captain Naaldrith wants to gather all the newbies. 10, 15 minutes. It's in the center. You want me to stand here and wait and bring his over, or
No, I think we can figure it out.
you can find your way?
Probably.
Okay.
I slowly bring my head back into the tent and close it.
He crosses the alarm again and it pings again. As he's leaving, he
I
crosses.
close my eyes for a moment and then open them. We should be there in 10 to 15 minutes for orientation.
Yeah, so you guys got some time. You start, he tried to wake you all up, or at least let you guys know to head on over. You guys get dressed. You see, Rosarin as he wakes up. He's not wearing his armor.
Oh, he's naked.
Ooh.
I do a...
I mean, I have all clothes. Jeez.
Okay, well, sorry. I do a quick check of the tent, see if there's any disturbances in my salt circle, pull down my holy symbol, pop that in there, and see if I can gather any salt that I had. If there's any salt that's gatherable and replaceable in my bag.
So how long is Unseen Servant?
Oh, I that should be up by now.
Well,
I'll
is
double check.
it only an hour?
I think so. It definitely not through a long rest.
So would it had still have been up? Because I don't think you need to concentrate on that. I
No,
don't
you
know.
don't.
Would it still have been up
maybe
when
you
you
do,
went
actually.
to sleep? That's the question.
Let me see if I have to concentrate on it. I do not. Its duration is an hour, so probably for a little bit.
Okay. Would it have cleaned up his salt circle?
Absolutely.
Your salt
If that timing worked out to the point where there was a mess on the floor and it needed to be cleaned up, it definitely
You know
would
what?
have been cleaned.
Let's have a roll off between you two. Each of these roll a 20. If yours is higher than Val's, if Bartleby's is higher than Val's, then you did it just long enough after it went away. Otherwise,
I got an 8.
I'm gonna have a 10.
So my whole salt circle's gone.
your salt circle is gone.
Okay. I'm in a panic.
Okay.
Just like a silent panic, just kind of staring. And I'm slowly reaching up to grab the holy symbol that was hanging above my entryway. And I just, instead of putting it in my backpack, I pocket it in my front pocket above my chest
Okay.
and just keep staring. And, I'm out of sorts at this point. I'm completely terrified.
Okay.
I still don't know about the salt. So
No,
I would not know to say
You have
anything.
no idea what's going on. You have no idea what's going on. You guys start waking up, and I would say, Val, because it was your spell that woke you up, so you're the first one up, or ready, you notice everyone starts getting out of bed, but Bartleby is kind of just standing there.
I'm gonna have my owl just get an idea of the best path to take so we can get there efficiently and then have it come back and lead us when
Okay.
everyone's ready.
Okay.
Vail?
Yeah.
Did anything set off the alert last night?
No. I had the alert set off twice this morning.
Before that at all?
Before that point, no. Not at all.
Okay, that's probably not good.
Why?
So things have been spooking me a bit, and I set up a salt circle around my tent, and it's gone. I didn't take it away.
Was it messy?
It was just salt, a line of salt around the tent.
I did have my magics clean up all of the messes in the area.
A small twinkle of relief is in my eye, but also more horror as well, knowing that I wasn't protected throughout the night.
I can tell you if anything comes within my alarm spell, we will find out about it.
This thing that I'm afraid of tends to not come in through traditional means. So,
Would you like me to get it to not clean up salt in the future?
perhaps
Okay.
that would be nice.
Sure.
Thank you.
Fenrir and Rosarin, you do hear this exchange happen as well.
Okay.
I got nothing to say about it.
All right. You gather your things. You get clothed, and you head over to orientation. And you have up on this podium, like this little stage area, you see Chief Naaldrith, the Dragonborn that you've dealt with a handful of times. You see head Arcanist Ilmar Arius, who you've met once before. And you see a tall, very tall, pale-skinned humanoid that you can all roll either a history or religion check on this person.
14.
9, 14. What'd you roll? History or religion?
It doesn't matter. It's
Okay.
the same.
It's at 13.
I have a 9 history.
9 history. So you two above a 10, you do you recall a little bit of the history of the world and religious or the origin of the world, and how the first people that came to be on this planet were they were originally known as the Gods Touched, now known as the Aasimar, and modern man has evolved from the Aasimar. And you do know that Aasimar can be born from any sort of couple. 2 humans could create an Aasimar. 2 Aasimar could create a human. It's because of more of a magical genetic defect that Aasimar come into light, essentially, because they are the basis of all known kind. And you recognize this humanoid as an Aasimar. You see them all up there, and Chief Naaldrith, as you guys walk up, he takes a look around over the area, and he comes like, all right, I believe we've got everyone here. We're gonna get started. First of all, the Zephyr Conclave would like to express and extend their gratitude for the acceptance of the expedition, be it by force or volunteer. Look, I just have to say this. Let me just get through it. Those of you who had volunteered had the chance to request to work on specific teams as part of the Guard, Exploration, Research, or Encampment services, and I'll show you your team shortly. Here's what I say. And this is what I've made up. And he's telling you this because he just has to do it based on the Zephyr Conclave, who hired you guys, basically. The path of this continent is very dangerous, and generally some people have to deal with that Kraken and the storm. And everywhere beyond this gate is dastardly as well. You got living plants, large beasts, unstable environments, and I'm going to urge you all now to think safety and your lives first. As I said, there are many of you that are here sort of by force. Be it debt owed to the government or the underground, or you did something evil and decided your sentence would be better spent here for some money for your family. That is fine. And for those, I say that we need to trust everyone and each other. We have rules. We have a creed here. You work. You live for free. That's it. If you don't want to stand by that, if you don't want to work, if you don't want to work as a group, you can leave. And as he does this, he beckons to the gates, which open for the first time since you guys have been here. These large 100-foot gates just start to open wide.
That's some really good timing there.
As this happens, you start to hear whispers like, "Wait, we don't have to stay? We're contracted for. What do you mean we don't have to stay?" I'm confused. And he's like, "All right, before you go, don't get too excited. Yes, like I said, you can leave, and 1 year's time from today, or from 2 days ago, you can come back and you can ride that ship back. But our logs will show that you did not work for us, and you will not get your last bit of payment. But you paid your sentence. You were here for a year. You'll get off scot-free. You just don't get the other 200 gold. if you want to pull your weight, stay here. If you want to test your wits out there, by all means, go. And at this point, the Aasimar chimes up, and he's like, yes, well, there's one other thing. We will make sure that whoever leaves gets set up, at least for a little bit of success, some weapons and some rations. And if you want to go, come see me. And he turns and walks away. And Naaldrith just calls out, Cloudfang, we're not done. Whatever. As Cloudfang continues to just walk off. Doesn't give a shit. Fucking bastard. Anyway.
I know things.
Right now, I don't really have much else to say. I know it was a quick orientation. You will all be getting your job assignments, and I guess, it seems the guard, you're gonna have to meet with, why can't I remember his name? Cloudfang, I wanted to say Stormfang. Cloudfang, I believe tomorrow is when you start. Those who are working research, Arius, they will explain what your jobs are going to be, and those who are signed up for the expedition will meet with me after this. And Arius chimes in and is like, oh, whoa. Okay, so yeah, if you signed up for the research, I'm gonna need you to come with me, but just wait here a little bit. I'm gonna have a little quick conversation with Naaldrith. But I'll explain what we need in due time. Just, it's a big endeavor what we're doing, and just give me a moment. He's like, Naaldrith looks over and he's like, all right, well, I know that was probably less grandiose than you were expecting, maybe more, I'm not sure. But the guard, and he looks and he sees a paper, and it just says from Cloudfang, it just says, if you're late tomorrow, you're working tower duty for a month. It's like, yeah, you don't want to be late. That's the worst. So be on time. The four that helped on this endeavor, I believe their names were Vail and Bartleby, Vail and Fenrir. I ask you guys to come and speak with me in a moment. And for those of you that are still here, look to these as not quite guys, but people to look up to. They stepped above and beyond. They did some great work. While I'm told a lot of you hid in your cabins during the Kraken attack. And they helped rescue someone from the Nameless. So look up to them. These are the people we need. Be like them. And as he's saying this, a lot of the whispers start to chime down. Fuck this, man. It's not that dangerous out there. And people just start headed towards the gate. And at the end of it all, as you guys reach the stage, probably only about a good 3 expedition people and a good maybe 7 or 8 researchers, and anyone who looked to maybe be signed as guard just left and went back to their tents. But many of them went to, at least 20 people went towards the gates to leave.
So that only leaves like
You're all gonna die. Enjoy your time.
Yeah.
I kind of have to go there at some point beyond that gate.
We can still go behind the gate.
Okay. Doesn't need to be right now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see why we couldn't work with them and also go beyond the gate.
That could work.
So as you approach the stage, there is a quick conversation happening, very quiet and hush-hush, between Arius and Naaldrith.
Can I hear it from here? I've got my bird with me.
Roll perception.
With advantage, bird. Owl gets advantage on perception.
Yeah,
checks.
yeah, that. If you know how to naturally read lips, let me know as well.
So that's a 18 plus whatever my proficiency is.
So you don't get the full conversation.
21 total.
Yeah. You don't get the full conversation, but overall you hear Arius speaking with Naaldrith, and they're talking about Cloudfang. Like, this isn't the first time he's been this way. Like, he's being insubordinate. There's something going on.
I'll whisper to Rosarin. They are definitely talking about Cloudfang being a bad person.
And so, after this quick conversation, Arius looks and is like, "Hey guys, how you doing? I'll probably see you later. All of you researchers, come with me. You've got some books to read." And they just start headed off. And you see all of them. There's the 8 researchers and Arius go to a tent that's not too far off that looks to be maybe a 5-foot by 5-foot tent. They all walk into this tent.
I want to read books.
I love how your thing is, I want to read books, and not, oh my god, how did 9 people fit into a 5-foot by 5-foot tent? But yeah, they all walk into the tent, and Naaldrith is like, you 4, I got your contracts, Chief Darkhorn, or Captain Darkhorn, and it does seem as if none of you actually filled out the area for what you want to do here.
Can I go read the books?
I'm glad you asked. So here's what I have for you. You seem trustworthy. You seem like you're on the up and up and willing to do what's best for those around you, it seems.
Absolutely.
I obviously, as you saw with what's his name? Cloudfang.
It didn't seem like you guys were very happy about him through your conversation.
Well, that's pretty much, he's been acting off over the past probably 5 years or so. It's been an ongoing thing. It seems, I'm not really too sure. I've heard murmurs of he thinks we should be conquering and not exploring. He thinks that this land should be lands for us to take and not lands for us to learn about. So he doesn't like how I run the ship here. So it seems he's not all too thrilled, but he has his duty to guard, so he still guards. With that being said, I don't really know how trustworthy he is anymore. Especially with this, I mean, we haven't had an orientation in 2 years. This is the second time he's done this, so I am going to put a special order on all of your files. And it's going to be that you are all working with the expedition team. But when you're not working with the expedition team, those of you who are capable in study and research will go study and research. Those of you who are capable in gathering and understanding the lands will learn the lands and learn to gather. And those of you who are capable, and he looks directly at you, Rosarin, of being guard duty, will be my number one person to get in touch with him.
I was just about to say, if you need an eye on the inside.
Yes. So, I do. That's what I'm looking to get. And I'm hoping you're all agreeing. I trust Arius with my life, but I want someone on the inside with what they're doing. Just so, in case they're keeping secrets. I don't think they are.
I don't mind doing the extra work, but we might have to work out a special deal to do so.
What would be said deal?
Well, I'm in search of completing this spellbook in entirety. Okay. So I'm hoping that you guys might have some spells that I don't have that I could record in here.
Get in good with the Arcanist. Sure, they'll give you what you require.
Okay.
I will not hold back any. I as you can tell, I'm here to work with everyone. We are a community that needs to thrive on trust, and we need to thrive on working together. So if you need spells, fill your spell book with any spells you find. Okay. If you find them out there, and he points out the gate, because you will be going out there at some point. If you find them out there, just report what you found.
I'm going to be real. I won't really know what I'm looking at anyways. I'm kind of dumb, so I'm probably going to need some help figuring them out anyways.
Arius is your person. I was wondering if maybe you, and he looks over at Bartleby, would you be willing to do the research as well?
What research for? Yes. I think that's what I'm here for. Research seems fine. Exploring, also fine. When do I get to go to the mountain?
The mountain. We've sent a few expeditions to. What I'm guessing you're talking about the Lone Peak.
I know not of the names here, so sure, yes.
Do I recognize that name from the notes?
You would have. It would have like lightly been written Lone Peak. That's the one lone mountain by itself.
I nod to you.
Oh, good. Yes, then that would be the one.
We've sent a few expeditions out there, and not many have actually returned. So we are hesitant to send more. If that is your ultimate goal, and that's where you want to go, at some point, I'm sure we will send you there. We will feel comfortable enough with your capabilities. We don't want to lose good people. We already lost 20.
Well, yes.
Probably didn't lose 20 good people.
You know what?
I believe all 4 of the 20 good people are
Some
here.
of them were probably bad.
He smiles and nods, and then your character just like, feels super inspired, and you get inspiration for that.
Okay.
He's like, all right, two on that side. Look, I am 100% judging books by covers at this point, which is why I requested you guys to be the research, and I'm requesting you to be on guard, looking at you, Rosarin. And I want you, Fenrir, I want you to work closely with me. You're not going to be an aide similar to as Oliver, but you're going to be a courier between the three of us, meaning between Cloudfang, myself, and Arius.
Okay.
But what I want you to first learn is you look like someone who knows the lands, the lay of the lands, and plants and other things.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to learn of the flora and fauna of this island so that you can better you know what to grab in case you're out there without supplies or rations.
Okay.
Pretty much DM to player, because all the plants here are not native to anywhere you've been.
Mm-hmm.
Your Outlander feed is kind of worthless.
Okay.
But you're studying for the next couple of days to make your Outlander feat worthwhile.
Okay.
If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then beyond that, you're going to be courier and pretty much taking information between the three heads. And he continues like, look, I will send you all on expeditions. We've got something in the works right now. The Mithril mines seem to be having a problem. We just need a little bit more information. So give me about a week before I send you out at first.
You also said that people leaving would be getting equipment. Could we get equipment as well?
Oh, yes. You'll be supplied with whatever base equipment you need.
Okay.
We don't have much minor armors and things like that, but you all seem pretty well equipped. You seem like you came with what you need. Some people, especially those who were forced here, weren't given anything on their way here, which is why we were providing bows and swords for the most part, and maybe some rations. You will be given a ration for any time you travel out, but sometimes travel takes longer than we're rationing you for, which is why we need someone with you to know the land, to know what plants are edible and what aren't, because there's a lot that aren't.
Could use a lightweight sword. If you could point me in the direction of who I need to talk to.
Oh, there's, and he points to a blacksmithy just right around the corner. He's like, they can provide you. You're going to have to pay for that. I know we gave a bunch of people stuff for free, but you're a volunteer. You came with money. They didn't.
That's understandable.
And so he looks and he's like, good. I'm glad you all agreed to do this. If you agree to do this. We're all good with that?
Yes.
Nothing against it. Do you know where I might be able to find some more salts?
Salts?
Yes. Salt. Holy waters, anything of the sort.
Well, I'm sure we've got some clergy here that can provide you with holy water. Might have to ask around. I'm not 100% sure. We don't have an actual church or chapel. But salt, I'm sure if you go check the storehouses, you might be able to get salt. I mean, you don't want to raise your sodium too high. You want to be careful about that.
It's not for eating. Ugh. It's for protection.
Okay.
Oh, sure. Just don't take it all.
No promises.
But yeah, check the storehouses. If salt is an odd request, they'll probably ask for some.
I just dart off for the storehouses.
I'll follow him. It's going to be okay.
Once you're done with that, go to Arius, and he writes on both of your sheets, expedition and research.
Okay.
And he stamps it with his stamp and just bring this to Arius.
Okay.
And he looks at Rosarin. You've got a day to yourself, my friend. Tomorrow, be on time.
Will do.
Be up front.
Yep.
Getting good.
Will do.
If you get any information, give it to your boy right here.
Absolutely.
And he'll give it to me. And he writes expedition and guard and stamps a special stamp. Gives it to you.
Okay.
And he looks over at Fenrir and he's like, I'm going to show you around town. And then I'm going to bring you to those who gather our resources. And they're, for the next couple of days, are going to teach you what you need to know.
Okay.
And he writes expedition. And that's all he has to write for yours. And he stamps it and he gives it to you. If you want to work guard or anything else, let me know. We can add that to you. But for now, this is what I need from you.
All right. Sounds good.
Great. So you run off with him.
I call out for him. Bartleby, wait.
What?
I could just open the main gate for you if you want. Like to get into the storehouse if you just want to get to all the salt.
Yeah. Salt. Yes. This is a swell idea. I approve. Let's do it.
Okay.
So you're gonna go to the storehouses, which I had previously mentioned that the only standing stone or wood buildings is the gate. You see when you get there a few that look to be starting to be built out of wood, but they're mostly, a lot of them are just like maybe poorly, they're just crates with tents around them at the moment.
Oh, I see. Is there someone keeping an eye out?
There's a couple of people. They are not dressed in guard garb. They're dressed in just normal person clothes, like opening up crates and stacking things in other crates and moving things around. There's a bunch of workers around here. There definitely are.
Okay. I'm going to walk up to him and say, hey, we were told to come and take all the salt.
All the salt?
Yes. Well, in broad terms, yes, all. More specifically, a significant amount. I have this requisition form. I have this requisition form, and I cast minor illusion on one of my parchments, and it says salt requisition only is on the parchment.
Just salt requisition.
Yes.
Okay.
He's actually the new salt requisitions officer.
This is yes.
And he just looks and... Is it signed at all?
No, it literally just says salt requisition.
So here's the thing. I know what's going to happen here.
What's that?
So I'm going to say you guys got to roll persuasion.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You started this.
Sure.
So it's either you do it with help or you both roll persuasion separately.
Your call.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. You do what I'll do it. Whatever. I'm fine. I'm good.
Okay. We will. I will roll with advantage then.
Okay.
It's a 14 and that's a 5. So I'm going to take the 14. I'm pretty sure it's a 17. Yep. So that's an first insight, right?
Fortune teller, man.
I mean, to be slightly mean, although it's probably not going to really matter against the 17 anyway, passive insight is a thing.
True.
It is. And like it's a 17, so it's like I wouldn't... If it were a lower roll, I would roll.
Okay.
But it's a 17.
Okay.
And it's... So he looks at you.
I just smile.
And he's like, this is... And he gives you your paper back.
Oh, thank you. I only have so many.
And he's like, look, I can't give you all the salt. How much do you need?
A sizable amount. Like, could you fill up this entire backpack?
That's going to be heavy.
We'll figure it
You'll
out.
carry it, right?
Yeah, I'll carry it for
Perfect.
You got 5 silver?
you. Yeah.
All right, fine. Sure, whatever. Sure. And he puts his hand out for the backpack.
Okay, I give him the backpack.
He goes and he's like, all right. And he's checking and he's looking and he's checking his clipboard and he finds the one that he assumes would be food and supplies and salt. He goes and he fills up the backpack with salt. Is this a special backpack at all?
Nope.
Okay, good. Handy haversack that you're just filling it with salt.
A bag of whole thing.
Endless bag of salt.
Yeah, you know what would be better is if it were a bag of devouring, though.
Yes. Just eats it.
You can take the salt at a risk.
Yeah. So good. And he fills up, and it's probably, I don't know, like, I think that was like 2 pounds of that box or something like that.
It's a 3-pound box.
That's a 3-pound box, and we're talking a backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's probably about like 10 of those in there.
a
So
backpack for a little person. So
all right, so
Yeah.
maybe about 5 of those. So we'll
So
say
like-
about 15, 20 pounds worth of salt
like your
inside this
standard
bag.
purse size of 20-pound bag seems right.
And he just he's like, you see him as he's walking with the bag. He's a little off center because it is 20 pounds is kind of heavy. when
While
you're
he's doing that, I'm going to cast Unseen Servant with Ritual while he's filling it up.
So you're going to sit there for an hour.
Pretty sure it's 10
minutes. Ritual is 10 minutes plus the casting time.
Yep.
So
Boom.
roll a d12.
Is that
It's that one,
this
yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
3?
See, 3 is too short. It wouldn't take him just 3 minutes, but I don't think it. With that 3, I don't think it would take him the full 10
He's
minutes.
dumping salt in a bag. It's not going to take.
Yeah, it's probably going to
Wow.
take about 5 minutes for him to do this. So
Okay.
if you can start, and if you don't finish, I'm not going to charge the spell slot. But after about 5 minutes, you do see him walk back
Oh, okay.
while you're in the middle.
Well,
of the
I'll
ritual.
try. I'll try seeing. Am I able to lift this? I imagine it's pretty heavy.
He gets you, and what is your strength?
11.
Yeah, you can lift it. It's
Oh, okay,
it's
cool.
like you're
I won't cast it then.
You're going to be like walking back, like with your back arched. You might get scoliosis from it, but yeah, it's a magical world. Okay,
Is that the right?
Magic scoliosis.
That's not how scoliosis works.
I know you're
Apparently
born
it
with
is now.
It means your spine is curved.
Well, now the spine.
Well, now
will be
his
extra
spine is
curved.
curved inverted.
He'll have a reverse hump.
Yeah. But yeah, you can carry. It's just
Okay.
it's heavy. It's,
This is very uncomfortable, but thank you for the salt.
yeah. Yeah.
Can you point me in the direction of a clergyman?
And he beckons to the entire town. I don't know.
That is useless.
Yes.
To the bar.
To the bar.
Okay. You go to the bar.
And I find bartender.
You find bartender.
Yeah, I just shout bartender. Bartender!
It's noon, dude. What's up?
I need not alcohol. I need clergymen. Do you know of any?
Natural 20. He knows of one.
Actual question. What do you need done with it? Like, because I might be able to do it.
Holy waters, bro.
I can do holy water.
You didn't say anything when I mentioned holy
You
waters.
didn't ask
so
him.
I'm running around doing this crazy errand thing today
sorry,
looking for
don't.
holy waters.
You didn't ask him for holy water. You
He
just,
was right there. He
asked
knew I
about
needed holy
clergymen.
waters. He just ignored me like usual.
he did.
Typical
Rizan.
orc thing, right?
Huh?
He's a
You're
human.
an orc thing?
No,
Or
I'm a
human?
half elf.
Same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Why I would-
Typical
Exactly
half-elf.
the same.
I look down on you, human.
I am better than you, for I am half elf.
Exactly.
Nerd.
So he's like, yeah, he comes in a couple nights a week. He wasn't in last. He might be in tonight.
I'll wait.
Okay, I'll point him out to you.
We have nothing else to do today, do we?
No, actually, we have something to do.
What?
We have to go to this research area.
Why?
I hand him the note that he also got, that he ran away with before he got. We have orders to go here. I'll keep the salt with us.
That's a good idea. Fine, we'll be back tonight.
Oh, all right.
Reserve me this table.
I don't.
I just walk away.
He's very nice, I swear. Bye.
And the camera fades on this unsure look of this bartender. And you guys head to the research.
I wander around for about 10 minutes before asking Vail, where's the research area?
Oh, this way.
Completely
I'm
opposite
assuming I know
direction.
because my owl's been scouting for a little bit. And just in general over the past couple
You
days.
saw them go.
You saw them go into this 5x5 tent.
Oh,
and
okay,
you were
cool.
like-
All right, so
you
we
were
are
like-
going there. Sweet.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Yeah, I know exactly where it's at.
Yeah.
Then lead the way.
Oh, okay.
Quickly.
Okay. I try to pick up this a couple like salt grains start bouncing out of the bag.
Don't waste the
as I
salt.
pick it up.
Don't waste it.
Okay.
Rosarin, what are you doing?
I don't know. I'm just kind of wandering around.
Okay.
I see these two just walk by. I'm like, fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, at one point you do see, you see Val, lean back a little bit, and, a little bit of salt, and,
You just hear from a distance, this sure is heavy.
Bartleby's walking behind her because he's following her, and it's just, no, grabbing some of the salt that's dropping.
I feel like it's kind of
catching the
cartoonish
salt.
running by.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, well,
Catching some salt and dumping it back into the backpack.
Yeah, I was, if that were a little bit more frantic, it would have had the, Benny Hill music. in the background.
No Benny Hills.
Are you just gonna wander this town? You're not going to?
Oh, he doesn't report to work till tomorrow?
yeah, I mean,
I don't know that, but lucky you. La-di-da.
I mean, you do. You were there when
I
you
ran
gave us
off.
all the
I ran
thing.
off. I ran off before you even gave me my order.
All right, fair.
I think you did, yeah.
I mean, I might go start talking to some of the guards. Just kind of.
Sure.
I could see you going and poking the blacksmith continually until your armor's done.
It's done yet?
I did also say I was going to go to the blacksmith after orientation.
Yeah, and orientation ended at noon, so
So it's done yet? I didn't even start.
Oh, well.
Well, yeah, I mean,
moving.
all right. I'm going to pop in on the blacksmith. Wait, is the blacksmith Oliver, or is
no,
it... Okay.
blacksmith is not Oliver. You would, based on Oliver's age, you would take in that Oliver, along with being the age in Naaldrith, is more of an apprentice blacksmith and less of a head blacksmith.
Get in there.
But as you walk in, you just hear the blacksmith no, wait, not come, take, and you see you sent the squire, right?
Yeah.
You see the squire, well,
What race... I forget. What race was the blacksmith? Because the squire is a half-orc.
what did I say that?
I don't know if you did.
I don't think I
honestly.
gave them a race or even really a name or anything. So let's just go now with, we'll go with Triton, because that'll be cool.
Okay. Swam over here.
Yeah. He pulled the first boat. He's the one who got the first boat over here. So yeah, all right, tighten that ring a little bit more. Let's make sure it's stiff. And you just hear your squire well, my master really likes it this way. And, what if he doesn't want it too tight around the waist. That's, look, we're patching some hole. And it's just, he looks over and he sees you. I said no.
I told him no after I told him yes, and he's a half-orc. He does what he thinks.
It'll be done tomorrow.
Okay.
That means he just does because he doesn't think.
Yeah.
Nice.
It'll be done tomorrow.
All right.
With the help you're giving me, it'll be done tomorrow.
Cool, Rick. Good job.
That's his name. No, like it's the blacksmith. Like he's not a cool Rick in my eyes. Maybe
he is to me.
Maybe
you are to me, bud. You are to me.
I mean, at least wear sunglasses or something. Okay, tomorrow. We'll get this done. Anything else? You go talk to the guards, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna, like, pick a random guard or two to kind of just go, so what's the deal with Ronald? With old Nick Cloudfang here?
Oh,
just between you and me.
You come up to two there. There's some walking the perimeter of the path south back to the ocean, and then there's a bunch stationed on like the towers near the front. Would you have been closer to the front, or?
No, I would have gone and talked to people like back by the shore, away.
Okay.
The ones that are kind of away.
Yeah, so it's like they walk the perimeter of the outskirts of the encampment. There's still like a couple of days. It's like a couple of hours from shore, but it's the very edge of the encampment itself.
Yeah.
And they're like, I mean, he's stern. He's tough with his people. He makes sure everyone's on time, and he doesn't take any bullshit.
Is that all? I've heard some things about how he feels about here.
What do you mean?
If you don't know, then you don't know. That's okay.
And he looks, and the two are like, wait, is something going on? Is there something we need to know?
No, nothing you need to know. Just ask her. Just trying to get a feel of this place. I just got here and then got sent out on a mission, and now, like, I had signed up to be with the guard, but then just got thrown out, and then, I heard some people saying some things.
Look, you just got here. It's not smart to be spreading rumors.
I'm not.
On your first day.
I'm just saying what I've been told by other guards that came, like, we set off that flare, and then these guards come out saying, oh, Ronald is a dick.
I mean, he can be thought of as a dick sometimes because he wants to protect the people, and so he's, like, stern and hard with his guards, but...
Just wondering where that statement was going.
Stern and hard with his dick!
Okay, alright.
Look, I don't...
Do you like him?
This is
As
a yes
more
or
than
no
a
question.
Like him?
He's like, who likes their boss?
I mean, sometimes you do.
I used to.
So you don't more than normal dislike him, let's say.
Look, even if you're a minute late, he's an asshole to you, and he doesn't cut you any slack. So he can be a bit of a pain.
He's the if you're on time, you're late.
Yeah, like you should be like 5 minutes early, if not more. Like if your shift starts at sun up, you should be there before the sun even starts to rise. Like
Okay.
he's a pain in the ass.
Okay.
In that extent at least. But like I don't know what you're talking about anything else. All right.
Yeah, no, that's all.
Okay. And anything else?
No, that's probably it.
Okay. Fenrir, sorry I railroaded you kind of. I apologize now that I think about it.
It's okay.
You spend a portion of the day talking with Chief Naaldrith, and he starts to teach you like the people to go to in the town. Some like the smarter people, some of the people who've been around longer.
Mm-hmm.
Like he points you out to a couple of clergymen as well. And then he's like, all right, and he walks you over to the gatherers, and he looks, and he's like, he shouts to them, like, look, we've got a new gatherer here, a new outlander, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to learn about all of the flora and fauna here. He needs to know what resources to grab for the alchemist. He needs to know what resources to grab if they run out of rations and everything. And so like, oh, okay, we'll take a couple days to teach you all that, but take you under our wing.
Sounds good.
Great.
Love to hear it.
Awesome. come this way. Here, look at this plant. And she starts just showing you a bunch of plants already.
I'm stoked. I'm very excited.
And Naaldrith, oh my god, I'm talking a lot this session. As he starts to walk away, he's like, oh fuck. Fenrir,
Yes.
I forgot to tell you, the four of yous, I want you to work in tower duty over the next couple of days. At night.
Okay.
And look, it's usually fine. You can take shifts and y'all rest, but aren't you guys just watching the not the tower, not that one, and pointing to the up high one, more like the top of the gate, and just watching out just to see what you see before you go out there.
What are we looking for? Like, what's out there that we're trying to keep out there?
We've heard rumor of some natives to this land that aren't really happy with a lot of the encroaching that we do. We've heard devilish, fiendish beings out near the wastes, and some have explored into the jungles. Some, look, there's this one large flying creature that has like this giant lion-like face, but horns and breathes fire. More of those fire-breathing, the dinosaur things that you've seen. There's, and he just goes on explaining, like, for lack of a better term, because it's what a lot of them may or may not be, a lot of Monster Hunter type monsters out there. He's like, there's going to be a lot of those, and then like he'll explain like a behir, which is, it's like this like serpentine like electric beast that is a D&D monster. Don't be mad at me for using too many Monster Hunter monsters. And Monster Hunter monsters are really well done for D&D. Trust me. Check out this book I've got.
Make your own monster. This is the person who found one that doesn't do a thing that does in Monster Hunter and does something different.
Look,
Boom.
I was using a different book last time, and this
Zero
time.
Rock's Throne.
Yeah.
But I was also rolling like shit. He would do tons of damage to you. Anyway.
Can't hit shit, motherfucker.
It's +5s!
+5.
He's also only a CR4.
+5 still meant it needed to roll a 12 to hit me. It had a 40% chance to hit me.
And also had disadvantage on a lot of that.
And why am I giving you +1 to armor? Son of a
Because
bitch.
I'm a fucking paladin. I'm gonna have a 25 AC by the end of this shit.
Make me big strong.
So he...
Also, we have no healers.
Yeah. So he looks... He looks and he's like, just... After explaining, he's like, just... Have you guys go. I want you to be on the right tower, or on the right side of the gate. Just the next couple of days, just do look out, see what you see. If things like attack or do anything terrible to the gate, I want you to call it in, and there will be guard positioned at the bottom. They'll go out. Otherwise, it's usually eventless, but sometimes stuff happens.
Okay.
I just want you guys to like try to know what you're looking at when you get out there.
All right.
So let your group know.
They're not going to like that. They're not going to be super stoked, I don't think.
Here, and he pulls out, this way they believe you, and he gives you a piece of paper that's just like, and he actually quickly writes it, you guys need to do guard duty, just so you know what you're looking for when you're out there.
Minor illusion, don't.
And he gives it to you. It's like, I apologize for not telling you guys before.
Mm-hmm.
Shitty DM forgot to tell you guys something.
Typical.
Oh, buddy. Okay. So that's all of your individual days. And so what I want to do at this point, during this week of learning and training, is I'm going to focus on one person each day. And you're going to roll a die to see pretty much you can roll. So for the researchers, for instance, you can do either a charisma check to get in good with Arius, or you can roll a history or an intelligence check to actually do research. Same with with Rosarin, you can do like a charisma check to try to get in good with Cloudfang, or you can just do like a general athletics check to see how well you do in training, to see like if you get noticed more than the rest of them, in a way.
Okay.
But we're going to do one person per day, so we're going to cross 4 days. And because I meant to have it start with this day, but you guys all did your own separate things because we had that Salt Endeavor.
The Salt Endeavor. Moment.
And that's the title of this episode, called Salt Endeavor. I will start the rolls for the 4 days starting the next day. And I'm gonna, when you guys get back to camp, is where we're gonna get to it first. We all meet up because somebody has some potentially bad news for everyone. And so, yeah, as the day moves forward, you guys gather what other information, learn about what you're researching and such, and then head back to camp or go to the tavern because you want to find your clergyman or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going back to the tavern.
I need the clergyman.
We could go back and let everyone know we're going to the tavern since we have a table. I'll say when we get out of the tent.
You can do that if you'd like.
I have your salt though.
Yeah, I'd like to stay with the salt. I guess I'll go with you.
Okay. So yeah, we'll wait till everybody gets there and inform them that we plan on going to the tavern.
Sure. One by one, not one by one, there's only 2 other people. You all arrive.
One by one. Exactly.
One by one, yeah. I'm used to bigger groups, okay? You all arrive and you get settled, and your retainers, your squire shows up and is like, "Boss, your armor's turned out pretty good. He let me do some things, but started yelling again, and I just took a step back and should be ready tomorrow," he said. Should be.
Good. You can let him handle the rest of it on his own tomorrow.
What do you want me to do tomorrow?
Just work around here.
All right, I'll see what needs to get done. And the other guys have just spent most of the day keeping this area clean for you.
Is it clean enough for my standards?
Probably. That's up to you if you want to summon your...
If you want to start telling them exactly how you want them to clean...
Oh, I'm going to do that.
You let them know.
Okay, thank you.
Dog need to go outside.
All good.
All right, so you let them know, and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, and you give them...
Do not clean up any salt anywhere.
Clean up all salt everywhere. No.
That is very important. Never touch the salt.
Never,
Do
ever.
not touch the salt.
Got it. Okay. Sure. And they take notes of like how you tell them to clean. And, all right, we can do that. We can have it set up.
And while we were waiting for everybody to show up to see if anybody wants to come to the tavern, this time I'll summon the Unseen Servant. And I'm just going to hand the bag to it after I'm done.
Okay. That's fine. So for the next hour, you have a floating backpack.
Yeah.
Holding your salt.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other 2 are, Fenrir now arrives, because I'm guessing that Rosarin was already there telling you, like, oh, you can command them. So Fenrir arrives, and you're all together.
Yeah, I could give him the note. Say, hey guys, looks like we have extra duties.
I read the note. I take out my pen and write not and hand it back.
Okay, I don't know how official that is, but I appreciate the effort.
This might be okay though. We could sort of survey what might be out there and what might be lurking, and stay up through the night so nothing can sneak upon us.
I sigh and take the note and then cross out the knot.
Just make sure the salt's with us. Also, we need to head to the bar. I need to find a clergyman.
Would anybody like to
Okay.
come?
I'll come. Did I meet clergymen? Did you say I met some clergymen?
He introduced you to a few, yeah.
Do I know where they are or not? They just kind of like went and did their own thing, and so I might as well just go to the bar.
So yeah, when you met the clergymen, there's no, like he said, there's no real chapel or anything. But, like, they have bigger tents, which is where they might, like, hold their sermons or whatever. And so, like, he even said, like, you'd be welcome to meet them anytime you need to. if they're not here, they're probably doing some work, and you can wait until they show back up. It shouldn't be too long.
Okay.
And so you do know where some could be, and you could go wait for them if you choose, or you guys can go to the tavern.
Yeah.
But he did say straight up, I need a clergyman. I need work done, so.
Okay. Well then, so Barbie, I knows where some clergymen are if you don't want to risk not running into one at a tavern. Or we can go to the tavern and just wait.
All is either works as long as a clergyman is met. I need holy waters.
But we can also drink at the tavern.
Yeah. Well, why don't we go and
But
wait
that dulls
a little
the
while?
senses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She smiles.
How much holy water do you need?
Just as much as I can get for now. I'd like to just to hold on to something. You never know what.
I mean, I could get you like a vial in the morning.
Okay. How often can you
Like
procure me a
every
vial?
couple days or so.
That could work.
Like, listen, I got limited spell slots. I ain't fucking doing this ceremony every friggin' day. Wasting one
Understood.
of my spell slots.
Understood. This is fine. Why don't we obtain an alternative means of procurement as well?
Sure. And we can save my services as a backup.
Yes.
You can also use yours at the end of the day if you don't use your spell slots.
This is true. But listen, if we get into fights, spell slots
yeah,
get
for sure.
burned like hell.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
For sure.
I only have 3.
For sure.
Yeah.
I only have 2, but right, this works. Well, I suppose to the bar.
To the bar.
To the bar.
Floating bag of salt pickles.
And you hear
Steady that bag.
you hear some of the one of the retainers, not the squires, like, oh, the bar, we going, boss?
You have work to do.
Okay,
I gave you cleaning instructions.
Good.
all right, that's fine. Stupid door. Great. So you guys head to the bar.
Yeah.
You see the bartender,
Yeah.
and he's just points
Okay.
towards the clergyman.
I approach clergyman.
He is actually, you know what? Because I've been saying he a lot. She
Yeah.
got to get equal
Sexist.
representation. Yeah,
It's fine.
she is sitting there, just taking a drink. He's like, can I help you?
And as I'm speaking, I'm just like, my eyes are darting in all directions. I need holy waters.
Are you okay?
No,
What's going on? What?
not for you. Just holy waters. And any other types of holy symbols you might be able to give me. Things to help stave off the unknown.
All right, well, okay. Your reaction. I'm sorry. Our producer gave me a wrap it up soon. And
Listen,
Eric
lady.
gave a voice, or not a voice, a reaction. It made me
Listen,
laugh.
lady. I've not all night.
Look, and she checks her pouch. She's like, I've got a couple, like, a gold, and she gives, like, she sees your concern and is just like, I make some every day, so it's fine. So here's 2 flasks, or vials of holy water. Basically, just give me a gold. It's a donation.
Cold gold. Fine. This is acceptable for now.
Okay.
I'll take this.
Long term, it might be worth exploring options to get this holy water without it needing money for it, as I think that we're going to be needing it regularly. So if you have something simple we could do for you around town in exchange, that would be good.
This little one speaks well for me, occasionally.
You know, it's...
Except her words.
Look, at the moment, it was just, that gold was just a donation. That's all I was asking for.
Okay.
But if I do ever require tests, I'll know who to look for, and holy water if you do it.
This could work.
Great. What do you guys do? She's like, great. She keeps drinking.
I imagine you want to drink.
I look around. Are people really drunk?
No, it's still a little bit early in the day, or in the night, for them to be super drunk at this point. They're maybe tipsy at most.
No, this looks boring. I'm good.
All right. I suppose we'll head back to our tents.
Okay. Well, you have to go to the tower.
Oh.
If you want to.
Well, who does?
All 4 of you.
Could we just pretend like we're there?
We head to the tower.
Okay.
Great. We will start the next episode off with the first night in tower and pretty much do all of the week, probably next episode leading into going to the mines.
Yippee skippy.
Cool.
Nice.
Thanks everyone for hanging out. This is maybe a little bit longer one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you in about 2 weeks. Bye.
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 If you would like to find more of our content, you can head over to www.one-quest.com, or you can always help us by supporting us at patreon.com/onequest. If you can't support us there with dollars, though, you can go to your favorite podcast platform, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, all those fun places. Rate us, review us, subscribe to us. Those things all help a whole bunch. You can also find us on social media. It's facebook.com/onequestonline or at @one_quest on Twitter and Instagram. Our YouTube channel is youtube.com/onequestvideo, and you can always send us an email to social@one-quest.com.